Whistle blows and we are underway from Alumni Stadium with Notre Dame quickly a ball towards the Duke back line. Duke takes it back. Now both coaches, like we said earlier, emphasized a fast start here. Now Engle looking for Chukwu. It's cleared away towards the Duke bench, kept in play. And now Duke runs down the right side. That's Kat Rader, the outstanding redshirt junior. She missed all of last season, or excuse me, most of last season with an injury, but is back this season in a big way.
Yeah, and she's already stepped up big time. The 2022 ACC Freshman of the Year has gotten 7 assists on the season, and Coach Hall was really talking about how she stepped into a huge leadership role, not only with her play, but off the field as well.
This is Dea King now with it for the Blue Devils. Minestrella had it for a moment, but gave it away. Irish look in the direction of Chukwu, but it is eventually steered away for the Blue Devils. This is Rader back in towards the middle. Tried to get it to Minestrella, but it's excellently done there by the Irish back line. Izzy Engle now in a crowd. Duke able to control. These teams come into this game in somewhat different spots. Duke 6-1-1, Notre Dame 6-0-1. Both top 6 in the polls. Duke number 3, Notre Dame in at number 6. Duke picked up their first loss of the season last week at Virginia, who's now the number 1 team in the country. They dropped that one 3-1. Meanwhile, Notre Dame's played just one ranked opponent this season, Arkansas, who Duke also played and beat. Notre Dame drew that game. Irish still yet to lose one this season. Here's Minestrella all by herself in the Irish box. She's chased down by Klinke. Now top of the box. Irish do a good job collapsing. Not much there for Rader. Out wide again. This is Oliaro. Dangerous ball, back post. But it's over the back line for a goal kick.
And already both of these teams have come out super, super strong, putting a lot of pressure and pace behind both their passes and their attacking and defending.
Take a look at Coach Nate Norman in his 8th season. 87, 42, and 15 as a member of the Fighting Irish. He's done a great job building up this program, especially in the last few years. This the biggest test for his squad so far this season. Second conference game for the Fighting Irish. They won their first matchup over NC State. Annabelle Chukwu, who showed you in the open, had the late winner. Now we've got Engle trying to chase this one down, but Dysart scoops it up. High pressure from Notre Dame all the way in the Duke half. King able to control it through pressure. Gives it away for Roy. Now it's Mills. Duke wins possession near center field. Rader now for Piper. Excellent job by Notre Dame to steer that one away. That's Allie Pinto, sophomore midfielder. She's played a big role for Notre Dame this season. Swinging ball towards the Irish box, cleared away. Only as far as Laguerre. Another one headed away, right back to Laguerre again. Reverse for Oliaro. Finds Lynch. Duke winning the possession battle early.
Yeah, Duke is doing a really great job at trying to create a numbers up advantage, sending their defenders super high.
Taken away by Klinke there on the right side. That's excellent defending from the Notre Dame left back. 2024 preseason All-ACC. She was All-ACC at the end of the season as well. And she's preseason All-ACC again this year. So a couple of great defenders on both sides. Klinke and Mills for Notre Dame. And Cameron Roller for Duke.
And both teams also have a lot of accolades on the offensive side within the ACC, with Chukwu and Engle both receiving awards on the All-ACC freshman team last year. And Duke also having a recent ACC Offensive Players of the Week with Devin Lynch and Mia Minestrella.
Yeah, both these offenses have been really, really good so far. Duke's at 2.65 goals per game, and Notre Dame up at near 3.5, 3.42 for them. So two really potent offenses. We'll see how that manifests. Still early in this one, just about 5 minutes underway from Alumni Stadium. Oliaro tried to find something near the spot. Played well by the Notre Dame defense. Chukwu and Coughlin battling on the left side. Chukwu wins and is on the run. With some pace towards the center, trying to find Engle, who controls, and it is taken away. Excellent defending from Dea King, the freshman from Moreno Valley, California. And now a quick giveaway for the Blue Devils. It'll be a throw-in near the final third for Notre Dame.
But this so far has been a very high-pressure game with both teams really moving as a unit up and down the field, really trying to compress the space on defense and find opportunities to spread the space on offense.
Well, we heard Nate Norman stress to us how important it was for Notre Dame to attack space and understand where the spaces are on the field. Clearly a point of emphasis for Duke as well.
Yeah, and on our coaches' calls, both Coach Hall and Coach Norman were saying Notre Dame and Duke can both squeeze the line by pressing up or drop back and let them play in front, and the offensive unit for both teams has to adjust to the opportunities presented. And right now, it seems that both defensive units are really squeezing the space.
Chukwu with numbers now, tries to find Engle, who's out in front. Quickly shown two Duke defenders. Now here's Roy, left side, working her way back towards the middle. Swinging ball in for Engle is cleared away. Looks like Roy will chase it down though. Spins back right side. She beat Piper. Now tried to swing it in for Engle. Cleared away again by Duke, who's doing an excellent job collapsing defensively.
And that look from Chukwu to Engle was exactly what Coach Norman was talking about and needing to play behind the line if Duke was pressing forward.
Charlie Codd now in between two Duke defenders. Here's a ball in for Engle, who gets a head on it, and that's the first save of the night for Caroline Dysart. Izzy Engle gets the first one on goal for Notre Dame. Dysart's been outstanding this season. Just .59 goals against average. She opened up her Duke career with a school record 510 straight minutes without conceding a goal. She's been a big part of why that defense has been phenomenal as Restovich misses just wide.
Dysart has done a phenomenal job for this Duke team and is really the calming point in the back line, often kind of playing as another defender, stepping up higher. And that's what Coach Kieran Hall was saying when he was also complimenting her and discussing how great of an asset she's been to this team this season.
Duke with possession now in their own half. This is Hall's first season as the head coach of the Blue Devils. He spent 6 years as an assistant before being promoted following the retirement of Coach Robbie Church. Talked about how much learning he's done on the job so far, and really talked about making changes, but nothing too substantial. Wants to refine and not redo is what he said.
For sure, and he said he wants Duke to keep the integrity and culture at its core that it's always had through his predecessor, Robbie Church's time with the team, but kind of add his own spin to things.
Yeah, stress to us how important it is with all this young talent to maintain their identity. And that identity is hard-nosed, it's scrappy, it's effort-based. Talked about being a process-driven program, although plenty of results to show for it. One of the 4 teams in the College Cup last season in 2024. Possession still in question. Now taken away by Duke though. Kat Rader right side. Out a little further for Oliaro. Bigger chances have gone Notre Dame's way so far, but plenty of possession for the Blue Devils. Here's a long ball into the box and a big collision. Kasika collides with her own defender, still bodies down, and Kasika is able to scoop it up. That was Minestrella, I believe, making a run in for Duke. We'll take a look at it here.
And looking back at this, Kasica does a great job of coming out and blocking the attacker moving forward, but runs into a collision with her own player. But that kind of confidence is what the sophomore needs in this game, as she faces what could very much be one of the biggest challenges she's seen this season.
That's a dangerous play so far, and the best chance maybe Duke's had so far.
But in a game like this, where both teams are super great and explosive, the goalies really need to take advantage and have full confidence when they're going out and making those blocks.
Restovich had it taken away by Lynch, but Duke gives it right back. This time much easier for Kasica. Just over 10 minutes in here for Alumni Stadium. Number 3 Duke scoreless, number 6 Notre Dame scoreless. Irish try and create another chance after they've had a couple good looks early. Left side, here's a long one down for Klinke, but she can't chase it down. It's over the back line.
And so far, this game is proving to be just as much of an even matchup as it was predicted and expected to be, with both teams having opportunities, but neither really having a clear advantage right now.
Goal kick taken away by Notre Dame. Morgan Roy right side, defended by Piper. Crowd wants a foul call, they're not gonna get it. Cleared away for Mills, now left side Klinke. Klinke working on Oliaro. With some space left side, and it's deflected away, but it'll be a corner for Notre Dame. Big time matchup there on the left side. Leah Klinke and the captain for Duke, Mia Oliaro. UNC transfer. Notable, considering she transferred from UNC to Duke. More on her in a minute. Now here's Roy. Played short for Restovich. Restovich now swinging ball in towards the spot, headed away well by Duke. Still controlled by Notre Dame though. Another ball in. Here's one, it's saved. Another good chance for Notre Dame. Believe it was Leah Klinke who got a foot on it at the end of the possession. We'll take a look at it here.
Yeah, and looking back at this, it was Klinke who was able to just get her foot on it, but couldn't get enough power behind it to get a great shot on goal.
She was all alone, but couldn't get a good enough touch on it to make a difference there.
It kind of took a weird bounce when she was trying to strike through it.
Smooth from Dysart for her second save.
And
those set pieces have been so dangerous for Notre Dame this season.
Notre Dame has gotten a lot of practice and repetition on their set pieces and have scored a lot off of them.
Codd now headed twice towards Pinto. Tried to get it to Roy, it's taken away. Piper now with some pace through a crowd. Roy eventually wins it back. Restovich now for Mills. Collapsing quickly, here's Duke with a look, and it's just wide. Lauren Martino, the redshirt freshman, had the shot for the Blue Devils after some sloppy passing from Notre Dame.
And that was almost a costly mistake by Mills under a ton of pressure from the Duke's offensive line. It'll be interesting to see if Notre Dame can keep their possession routes in the back line, facing the intense pressure of the Duke offense.
These teams, as we mentioned earlier, one common opponent. It was Arkansas. Duke beat the Razorbacks while Notre Dame played to a 2-2 draw. Now here come the Irish. Klinke left side with some pace. Coughlin trying to chase her down. Backtracks middle. Now tries to go left again. Excellent defending from Coughlin. Swinging ball in for Chukwu. It's deflected away. Restovich now left-footed, and it's wide. Another good look for Notre Dame as they keep the pressure up. Just about a half hour to go in the first half.
And looking back at this again, The ball in from Clinky, Chukwu gets, but cannot get enough on, and Restovich just sends that spinning ball up to Engle's head. What's most dangerous about Notre Dame up top is every single person in that front line wants to score.
Codd now, this one's way outside the box, and it was nearly class from Charlie Codd, but it just went a little high.
There was power behind that shot.
Absolutely. Codd, the junior forward from Waco, Texas. Started all 22 games a season ago. She scored in that 2-2 draw against Arkansas. She's a really important player for Notre Dame. Possession will stay with the Irish. Putting a lot of pressure on this Duke defense so far. No goals to show for it, though. Kieran Hall's defense doing a great job. Here's a long ball in for Chukwu. It's headed away. Codd controls, though. Still loose near the back line, eventually cleared away. That was Piper. Redshirt junior back from the season-ending injury in 2024. Now Matriano. Heavy touch from Codd. Now a high one out for Restovich. Tries to control back towards the middle. Now spins back right side. Excellent defending there. It was Piper again, but it'll be a corner.
And what Notre Dame is doing to try to combat the tightness of Duke's defensive line is sending their midfielders higher to try to get more numbers and more overloads in the box, which has proven really successful from them and gotten the midfielders a lot of shots.
Laney Matriano will take the corner for Notre Dame. Outswinging ball, back post, headed and saved. Phenomenal defensive play from the Blue Devils. Boy, it was a great look for Notre Dame, but a great job from Duke to keep that out of the net.
And looking back to see what happens, the beautiful ball gets headed in, but the Duke defender on the baseline is able to put her body in front of it and just clear it out. An amazing defensive effort from the Duke Blue Devils.
That was Oliaro steering it away. Now under review, potentially, I would have to guess, for a handball.
It
looked like it did hit her in the shoulder area.
Yeah, it looks like it did hit her in the shoulder area, but it depends on how low on the arm that it hit. But either way, that was about to be a goal if she didn't step in front of that.
Matriano already 5th in the ACC this season, 5 assists. We've seen her assist corner kick goals before. We'll take another look at this one here. Looks like it's Morgan Roy. Potentially getting the touch for Notre Dame. Unclear what they're reviewing for. Maybe the foul at the end of the play. Chukwu was dragged down. Doesn't look like much is going to change, though. The team set up to do a corner again, this time from the left side. Big call at this juncture of the game. Referee does make the call. There's no foul, no goal allowed. Notre Dame will try the corner again. So they just got a great look on a corner. What do they have in store for us this time? In swinging ball towards the back post. Matriano, and it's saved again. Dysart was in excellent position to defend there. But another good look off the set piece for Notre Dame. And we'll do it again.
Corner kick number 3 for the Fighting Irish.
Matriano for the second time tonight. Outswinging ball again towards the back post. This time it's just gloved by Dysart. Excellent job to take charge there.
And that was 3 incredibly dangerous opportunities for the Notre Dame Irish, and it really reflected the structure, organization, and calmness of the Duke defensive line, able to stop all of those from getting in.
Good response to the pressure Notre Dame is applying from the Duke defense. Now Duke are trying to apply some pressure of their own. All the way back for Kasica, who goes left side for Calzada. Pinto looking for Codd. Now Codd, high ball. Can Roy get there? Tries to chase it down, but it's a little too far out of her reach. It'll be a throw in for Duke. Matriano controls for Notre Dame. Tried to find Codd or Engle in that crowd, and Duke looks to counter. Oder on the run, being chased by Restovich. Irish trying to set up the defense in behind, and they do. Great job by Leah Klinke to stop that one. That was Kat Rader trying to run in behind. Klinke controlling now for Notre Dame. Roy now right side in a crowd. Crafty to escape. Matriano in a crowd of her own now. Taken down in a foul. That's the first foul of the night. Just about 20 minutes into this one here from Alumni Stadium.
And Duke is putting a lot of pressure on Notre Dame's midfield and defensive line that they usually possess through so incredibly well.
And if you're Duke, you have to feel good this is scoreless at this point, considering the chances from Notre Dame. Coach Norman stressed to us this week on our coaches call they have to capitalize on their chances early. They've been getting them so far, haven't been able to capitalize.
100%, and both teams are incredibly successful when they score first. And both Coach Hall and Coach Norman told us that the first goal is probably the most important determining factor of this game tonight.
Another set piece for Notre Dame. Restovich played short, now quickly whipped in the direction of Engle. Cleared away again by Duke. Now Roy. Headed twice, cleared away. Oliaro trying to chase it down. And it'll be a Blue Devil throw. For more on Coach Norman and that underdog mentality Notre Dame's trying to embrace, let's check in with Zora Rogers. Zora?
Yeah, Jack Bryn, head coach Nate Norman mentioned that the Irish will be embracing an underdog mentality this season. I asked him about that mindset, and he told me that they go into each game with the idea that you're only as good as the last time you played. Reproving themselves to everyone and being the team that feels like they have something to prove is the mindset that Coach Norman embodies. Back to you.
Thank you, Zora. His team certainly providing plenty of reason to believe that tonight. Applying pressure, playing angry here early. Trying to remain unbeaten against number 3 Duke. Controlling the game thus far, but still scoreless. Chukwu trying to take it away from Piper, and somehow gets a corner out of it. That's impressive from Chukwu.
As we just mentioned, it really shows the underdog mentality of this team and wanting to fight and win every single possession.
Well, we've seen this before. Laney Matriano, corner kick from the right side. Notre Dame's gotten some good chances out of this look. This time, center spot, headed away. Only as far as Codd. Codd trying to reverse to her left. Low, driving shot, Engle, tipped again, and this time cleared away. Restovich able to track it down for Notre Dame. Matriano back in for Codd. Codd left-footed, deflected, and just high. But it will be another corner for Notre Dame.
And these corners are really critical because Notre Dame is getting the chances. They just can't put them away. Looking back at Codd's shot from outside that gets deflected almost right to Engle. They're having a lot of chaos in the box, but Duke has been able to find the ball and get it out.
Another corner for Notre Dame. Chaos is the right word to describe these so far. Swinging ball, back post. Only as far as Matriano. In towards the spot. Cleared away again by Duke. Codd whiffed on the volley attempt. And Calzada eventually there for Notre Dame. High one in for Engle. Can she track it down? Engle right-footed! Notre Dame early lead! Of course, it's Izzy Engle.
And with that first goal, Notre Dame has taken this lead against Duke. And watching this back, the long ball over the top, Engle's able to deflect to Chukwu, and she's able to just find the ball and get that sliding goal past Dysart. And again, it's not the prettiest goal ever, but it's that chaos and disorganization of the Duke defense who are so structured that allows her to get that great goal.
They are reviewing this to see if Engle is onside. If it does stand, it would put Notre Dame up 1-0. 21:34 to play in the first half here from Alumni Stadium. Number 3 Duke, number 6 Notre Dame. Izzy Engle looks to have put the Irish on top early. But a big review here.
And this is a super important review as well, as the first goal really determines the momentum of the game.
Notre Dame near unbeatable when scoring first. They were 14-0 a season ago, 5-0 this season. We'll take another look at this here. We don't have a look right down the line, but we'll try our best to see here. Certainly looks from that angle like she's onside. Bryn, do you see anything there?
She's in front of the Duke defender. They also could be reviewing if Chukwu fouled that defender who went down. But from what I'm seeing, it looks like a clean play where Chukwu was on the ball and Engle was behind the last defender.
And there was a lot of contact there from Chukwu. Lengthy review here. Players on both sides huddling. Crowds in good spirits here from Alumni Stadium. Big showing tonight.
There is a giant crowd.
And they do award the goal. Notre Dame has the early lead over number 3 Duke. Duke will look to respond. That's the 8th of the year for Izzy Engle in as many games. Already first in the ACC in points per game with 2.14. And she's got 2 tonight, about halfway through the first half. How will Duke respond? Piper now. Minestrella. Piper swinging the ball in backside, but Kasika's there to cover it. Quick distribution. This is Klinke. Trying to find Chukwu on the run. Duke will track this down. Cleared away in the direction of Klinke, and it was deflected off of the Blue Devil player. That's Oliaro there on the left side. Another one in for Engle. Still loose, Restovich out wide for Roy. Piper also chasing. Swinging ball back post. Chukwu couldn't get there with the header. Cleared away by Duke once more. Notre Dame continuing to keep the pressure up even with the lead. And now Klinke's dragged down. They'll go to the monitor. Excuse me, now a yellow card assessed to the Notre Dame bench. Not sure what was said. Something clearly was. They show the yellow card to an assistant coach. Now here's another dangerous ball in. All kinds of action happening here at Alumni Stadium.
Notre Dame has had a lot of set pieces so far with incredibly dangerous plays within them, but they need to really take advantage of these opportunities they're getting and really finish the shots with them.
Norman is still animated, talking to the referee near his bench. He's already had an assistant coach pick up a yellow card. Not sure what exactly he's upset over, but clearly something getting to the Notre Dame head man. Roy trying to step through two Duke defenders, does off for Restovich. Joseph trying to track it down, seeing her first action tonight. Lily Joseph, someone Coach Nate Norman pointed to as returning to form after an injury has hampered her for the beginning part of this season.
And Joseph was on the All-ACC third team and the All-ACC freshman team last season.
Yeah, part of this outstanding sophomore class for Notre Dame. From Hamden, Connecticut. Missed some time early this season due to injury. Is back now and trying to return to her phenomenal form. We've seen how good she can be when she's healthy. Here's another sophomore, Restovich. Now Matriano navigating her way through and puts it in! Oh, that's phenomenal from Matriano! And it's 2-0. She caught everybody by surprise with that strike. My goodness. Notre Dame doubles the early lead.
And taking a look back at this, Matriano takes a cut and is able to just curve the ball so it hits the post and bounces inside. I don't think Dysart was expecting that at all. We certainly were not. And it's just a fantastic goal, and part of the reason Matriano is such a big player for this midfield team.
That is a Houdini act from Lady Matriano, and the latest act of the ambush Notre Dame has sprung on number 3 Duke. They lead 2-0 with just under 20 minutes to go in the first half. Matriano, a huge part of Notre Dame's success this season. Zora has more. We'll get to Zora shortly. In the meantime, Notre Dame's one possession back. Clearing it away towards their own bench. This crowd
Can you hear me now?
alive and loud here from Alumni Stadium.
Okay.
Zora back with us here for more on Laney Matriano.
When asked about leadership and being a senior on a young team, midfielder Laney Matriano told me she spent the first 2 years learning from the upperclassmen and taking it all in. When head coach Nate Norman called her to tell her they wanted to train her as a captain, she talked about the importance of having the coaches trust her in that role. Matriano said she's inspired by the younger girls and mentioned that she's a part of a big family, 6 siblings, so she knows what it's like to be a part of a team. When asked about the decision to make Matriano a captain, Coach Norman told me that what he looks for in a captain. He said that ideally you want someone that has this balance of being able to hold your teammates accountable while also having empathy and trust for your teammates. He said Laney Matriano has found a great balance of both as a captain. Back to you.
And plenty of balance on the playing field as well. Her prowess as a setup woman Plenty of assists, and now an incredible goal to go with it. That was her third of the season. Notre Dame still controlling the game flow here from Alumni Stadium. Duke still searching for some answers.
And Matriano is the reason Notre Dame is able to connect so well, often serving as a really great force between the defensive and offensive lines.
Now Charlie Codd in for Joseph. Finds Restovich, tipped in the direction of Engle, but Dysart is there to collect. Bryn, if you're Duke, what's the answer here?
I think if you're Duke, this is a really hard situation to come back from. Notre Dame is known to keep up the intensity, especially when they score first. And Duke has had so many shots against them. You really have to lean on your upperclassmen and your leaders, including Rader, who has been a huge part of this team for so long, and really try to figure out how you can get more opportunities in the attack and in the transition.
Those opportunities been hard to come by so far. They've come easier to Notre Dame, who've capitalized on 2 of them. What a good job defensively there from Duke. It'll be a goal kick. 2 subs in for the Blue Devils.
And Duke's back line has actually been playing really well. But Notre Dame's offensive and midfield line is full of chaos, with the technical skill on the outside and pure heart and hustle in the middle. And they just have so many looks and so many potential goal scorers. It's really hard to figure out how to stop them.
Well, we've seen teams try. To no avail this season, though. They've scored at least 2 goals in every match they've played. They're on a 5-match win streak right now, in which they're outscoring their opponents by a ridiculous 20-1 margin. That's now 22-1 in the last 6 if you include tonight. Just outstanding stuff from the whole operation under Nate Norman.
Those are incredible stats, and as a coach, Coach Norman can't ask for much better than that. I'd say Duke's biggest potential is balls like that, where they're able to break up the possession in the midfield and back line and just keep that high pressure on those 2 areas.
Chance now for Duke, but it's quickly covered by Notre Dame. The Irish controlling possession right now. I believe that was Calzada that time. Now we see another Irish player dragged down. That time it's Klinke. Not the first time she's been fouled today. As you see the note there on the Notre Dame offense, 3.43 goals a game. That was coming into today. They've already got 2 in the first half. With just a potent attack in so many aspects. Duke plenty dangerous in their own right, though. Certainly not out of this game with 13 minutes to play in the first half. They control it here with Coughlin. Now, physical collision there on the right side. Eventually won by the Blue Devils. Piper near the center circle. Too far for King. Engle tried to take it away, but King able to get it back in the direction of Dysart. Gave it away. It was Codd taking it away for Notre Dame. And now we see a Blue Devil tripped up. That's Julia Sonacheva drawing the contact there. The transfer from UCLA. She's got 1 assist on the season. Somebody that Coach Kieran Hall said really impressed in the preseason, looking for her to take on a bigger role this year. It's all hands on deck for the Blue Devils right now as they try to dig themselves out of a 2-0 hole. like we mentioned before, Notre Dame 14-0 when scoring first last season, 5-0 this season. So that's 19 straight games the Irish have won when scoring first. Sonacheva again. Defended physically by Klinke on the left side. Now back for King. They try the other side. Restovich and Mills chasing. Deflected away. Eventually controlled by Lynch. Oh, nutmeg of Roy. Martino is there. Trying to knife her way in towards the box. Not much room. Reset, and this one's cleared away again. This time it'll be a Duke corner. First one of the game for the Blue Devils. We've seen Notre Dame generate some good looks off of the corner kick. Maybe Duke can get one of their own here.
And this is a really important corner kick as Duke tries to get on the board, and they really need to take advantage of this opportunity.
Here's a swinging ball towards the front post, headed away. See there, Duke's second in Division I corners per game, nearly 9.5. That was their first one tonight with about 10 minutes to go in the first half.
And I think that really shows the dominance Notre Dame has had in this game. Kind of unexpectedly, especially in the second part of this first half, Notre Dame has really controlled the offensive opportunities.
Tessa Knapp into the game for Notre Dame. Freshman standout for the Irish this season. Another throw in for Duke. And we'll get another sub for the Blue Devils. It's Elle Piper off. And Jocelyn Travers on. Jocelyn Travers is just 17 years old. Duke's one of 4 teams in the country to have multiple players under 18, and both of them play. Dea King got the start tonight. Travers obviously in the game now. As here's a ball towards the spot. Dangerous from Duke, but now Notre Dame looking to counter. Engle trying to track it down. It was Ellie Hodgson. Now Engle with some pace left side. Lexi Coughlin defending. Engle reverses now with 3 Duke defenders all over her. She gives it away. That's a good job by Duke to key up on the sophomore. Coach Kieran Hall stressed how important that matchup was with several members of his back line. As Restovich tries to find Knapp. Knapp left-footed. It was a good strike, but it was right at Dysart. Knapp's got a knack for finding the back of the net. An absurd 212 career goals in high school. She has the single-season Ohio record with 64 in a single year. She netted her first one in an Irish jersey just a couple weeks ago in an 8-0 win over Oakland. So now we have a player down for the Blue Devils. It's Devin Lynch slow to get up.
Yeah, and looking back at this penalty, just a hard defensive effort by Matriano. Kind of caught her front leg, but just a slow get up for the Duke Blue Devil player.
And Matriano got there just a little late, but not a pleasant one. Nearly another giveaway from Duke, and it will be. Tessa Knapp eventually gets there, tries to find Restovich. Fighting for possession, now Duke controls. Right side, it's Sonacheva. Further out now. Back for Sonacheva. Now with some space, right side. Here's a low ball towards the spot. May have hit Knapp's arm. Duke wants the call there. Now a player's dragged down. We've got people tripping. It was Knapp again, and this time the whistle blows. Duke bench is irate, wants a handball on Tessa Knapp, and I think they're going to get it after this review.
Yeah, looking at this replay, it could go either way with the foul. But that was definitely a foul of Knapp, with Minestrella putting her leg out to trip the Notre Dame defender running forward.
Yeah, certainly a foul at the end of the play.
It's
It'd be interesting to see what they're discussing here.
Yeah, and which foul happened first, I would assume. Was Duke fouled, or did Notre Dame have a handball before Minestrella took the Notre Dame player down?
It certainly did look like that ball hit Knapp's arm, although it did not in any way look purposeful.
No.
Take another look at it here. See the fight for possession. A Duke player dragged down. And then Knapp gets tripped. The handball would have happened. Her arm does hit the ball there, but that was after she was fouled.
Yeah.
And it did hit her arm even before that, though.
No, I would agree. I think part of the reason why the Duke bench shouted out was because of a previous bouncy ball that looked like it could have hit her hand. But again, not enough clarity to say from our angle as the ref comes back out.
We'll see what the call is here. And it is a foul on Duke. So no handball awarded.
There have been a lot of video reviews tonight.
That's the fourth one, with about 7 minutes to play in the first half. Notre Dame still holding a 2-0 lead over number 3 Duke. Joseph trying to track it down for the Irish. Blue Devils maintain control. Now here's King, the other 17-year-old. Left side for Travers. Travers shown 4 Irish defenders. Here's a ball near the spot, but weakly towards Kasica, and she falls over it.
It looks as if Duke has changed their defensive strategy slightly, trying to stay a little bit more back and a little more compact and trying to build more in the middle of the field. And that was something Coach Hall said, is he was going to have to adjust his strategy throughout the game depending on how his team was performing and kind of adjust to the many strategies of the Notre Dame Irish.
They did mention how important it was to be able to adjust. Here's a high ball in for Engle. Can she control it? She does, inside the box. Going to be a tough angle. Tries to find somebody middle, nobody there. Now eventually controlled by Joseph. Another one in the direction of Engle. This one's just cleared away. Hits the fence left side. It'll be a Notre Dame throw-in. "40 minutes into the first half from Alumni Stadium. Notre Dame a throw deep in the Duke half. That's excellent job from the Duke back line, though. Cleared away, no problem. Another Notre Dame throw upcoming.
Come on, MD, let's go, Green!
Engle trying to work her way back towards the middle. Now all the way back. Restovich. She's another player Coach Nate Norman mentioned is working her way back from injury, finding her form again. And another player who we know whose full form is phenomenal.
Simply incredible. Her and Joseph both have insanely amazing technical skills, and it's been nice to see them come back from their injuries and start to progress with this team again and gain the reps in games.
Sonacheva, good job to clear that one away. It's an excellent tackle. Fight for it left side. Eventually ends up with Restovich, who reverses for Knapp. Knapp one-on-one right side. Works her way back in towards the middle. Excellent touch. Now back for Knapp. They reset with Mills. Left side, ball in towards the middle. And again headed away. Duke showing some heart here, not conceding any more chances, though it's already a 2-goal lead for Notre Dame. Restovich deflected near Knapp. Was a little too far for Restovich. Still Notre Dame possession though. Now here's Knapp, one-on-one. She's got Engle, center, but it's cleared away, no problem. Controlled by the Blue Devils. Cameron Roller, the outstanding defender. Now Martino for Laguerre. One more for Coughlin. Here she is on the run with some pace. Zonacheva right side. One-on-one with Klinke. Ball near the back post. Kasica couldn't get there, but it's too far out of the reach of anyone in the vicinity. That was maybe the best look of the night for the Blue Devils.
A dangerous look by the Blue Devils, who seem to have found their intensity.
Game has quietly flipped here. 2-goal lead for Notre Dame. Now Minestrella hits the side of the net. Would have been an impossible angle. We'll see the chance for Duke one more time.
Yeah, and looking back at this, the cross into the box is deflected by Kasica outside. And that was a huge play by Kasica, able to knock that out of the reach of the very, very strong Duke offensive line. And in these last few minutes of the half, they've been able to generate more chances and seem to be adjusting pretty well to Notre Dame's play as they try to come back from the 2-0 deficit.
4 clean sheets for Kasica this season, working on her 5th tonight. Been solid, been decisive for Notre Dame so far.
Kasica has shown a lot of confidence in her sophomore year, making good decisions on big plays. And as a goalie, your reaction is so important, especially in a game like this where Duke has some of the best forwards in the country.
Some of the best players in the country all across the pitch. But Notre Dame, plenty of their own, and showing it tonight. Taken away. That was Restovich trying to find Joseph now. Crowd near the top of the box. Low swinging ball. Cleared away by Duke again. That back line still doing a great job. Now Tessa Knapp. Fighting off defenders. Joseph middle, now left side. Good job by Duke to deflect it. Now battle for it. 6 seconds left in the first half. Doesn't look like much is going to be done here. And hold on, did we get a whistle before the half? No, we did not. We will go to halftime. Number 6, Notre Dame able to right now from Alumni Stadium. And we are off. Second half action. Duke still in blue, Notre Dame in the green. Blue Devils controlling possession out of the break. Quickly won back by Notre Dame. Coach Norman going with Lily Joseph out of the halftime break for Notre Dame. She did not start the game for the Irish. Blue Devils, same lineup. They control it here in the Irish half. Laguerre had it taken away. Now Codd. Up ahead for Engle. But steered away by King, and now taken away by Engle. Engle with some help. Steers a ball towards the center, and it is chested in the direction of Dysart. So Notre Dame continuing the high pressure half they had in the first 45 minutes of action. Duke trying to create some momentum. Now here's a good run. Walters. Just smothered by Cassica. Farrah Walters, the senior forward, Santa Clara transfer. Got in deep back behind that Notre Dame defense, but just for a second. And they were all over it, as they have been all night.
But that was a better look for Duke in terms of trying to get numbers up and try to create imbalances in their own offensive attacks.
And we just haven't seen a lot of that. The timing's been a little out of sync for them. They haven't been able to get that ball back over the Notre Dame back line.
And for a team that's usually pretty well connected, especially with the assists and goals of their forward line, they really have kind of seemed off today, like a little bit disconnected, as you were saying. But it'll be interesting to see if they can pick it up in this half and kind of get realigned.
Rader trying to steer it in the direction of the Notre Dame box. Nothing's there.
And as I was saying earlier, Duke is really strong with assists, being third in Division I with assists per game. They're really, really strong also in just having those connections between the players up top and moving off of each other, creating those possessive opportunities on their forward line.
And they haven't gotten those opportunities that have made them so dangerous this season. Now another foul, it looks like. And this will be a set piece from a relatively dangerous position for Notre Dame. Take a look at it here, show you what happened.
Yeah, looking back at this, Chukwu, it looks like, just pushed from behind slightly. Not too much contact, but enough to draw the penalty.
Sixth foul of the game on Duke. Restovich to take. Crowd of players just above the top of the box. Now high, swinging ball in towards the spot, headed in the direction of Chukwu, and the flag comes up for offsides. Or excuse me, they'll call it a foul.
And a ton of fouls in this game so far, and a lot of set pieces.
Yeah, Notre Dame's had some good looks on the set pieces. They haven't necessarily scored off them, but they've had some good looks, and Duke had their best look of the game from a set piece as well.
Yeah, and set pieces are definitely something to be capitalized on.
Klinke wins it back for Notre Dame. Tries to find Restovich right side, couldn't find a window. Nearly won back by Restovich, but steered away by Laguerre. Left side, that's Sonacheva. They've moved her from the right to the left for this half. Now trying to chase it down is Walters, but she couldn't get there. Restovich clears it away.
And I think one of the reasons for that switch is to get her away from Leah Klinke. Klinke, a defensive-minded player who is now playing a more offensive position on the wing for Notre Dame. She has a very, very great read on players and has been able to stop a lot of the play down that sideline in the first half.
Good clearance from Notre Dame there. It'll be a goal kick. Notre Dame content to try and possess this as much as possible in the second half. Duke trying to ratchet up the pressure. Codd now towards the middle for Notre Dame. Here is Klinke now, left side. Quickly in towards the box, but it's cleared away. And that Duke defender couldn't get there quite in time. It was Lexi Coughlin. It'll be another corner for Notre Dame.
And this is one of many corners for Notre Dame in this game. Honestly, I've lost count because there's been so many. But each time they've gotten a really good look in front of the net, but they need to get better at really taking advantage and actually scoring off of these set pieces.
Corner kick now taken by Morgan Roy. High ball swinging towards the front post, and it was headed up into the air. Goal kick. Looked like she was looking for Izzy Engle, their front side.
A good look for Notre Dame, but again, not able to get a great opportunity off of that.
Well, Duke down 2-0 at the break, but that's nothing new for the Blue Devils, who under Coach Kieran Hall have talked about failing forward. Zora, you have more on that.
About how the season has been going so far, Duke head coach Kieran Hall told me that, quote, talent will get you to this level, but it's really about mentality. He said mentality is the ability to handle different stressors, and that these things involve really strong character and celebrate a tough mindset. One mentality that Coach Hall embraces is failing forward. He said, quote, you got to fail significantly to look deeper and deeper and hold everyone accountable. Not making the NCAA tournament in 2023 was a learning moment for Coach Hall, which he analyzed forensically. He told me, you've got to fail significantly to look deeper and deeper, holding everyone accountable. With Duke down 0-2, they've really got to fail forward in order to pull out a successful victory against the Irish. Back to you, Jack.
Thank you, Zora. And they've got to find some answers quick here. Under 40 minutes to play in the second half. They're still down 2-0. A collision near midfield. Duke wins it back. Kat Rader, she's been quiet tonight.
Yeah, not many touches for her so far in this game.
She's second in the ACC in points per game, behind Izzy Engle for Notre Dame. Haven't called her name a ton. That Irish backline's done a good job keeping her in check. But now Duke with possession here. Oliaro right side. Back towards the middle. Now reverses once more, defended by Klinke, who's just been blanketing Duke players all night, and she does it again there. Just takes it right away from Oliaro. Now Oder, left for Lynch. All the way left side, it's Sonacheva. Back in towards the middle with Laguerre. Chipped in the direction of Rader, but it's cleared away. Izzy Engle eventually controls for Notre Dame, but gives it right away. Sonacheva, opportunistic defending. Now right side, Rader into a crowd. Nothing there. And Casca doesn't even have to pick this one up. Now eventually does. That Notre Dame defense continuing to show why it's one of the best in the country. Klinke, left side. Duke able to control. Now Oliaro. A long ball in the direction of Walters. She couldn't get there though. Now Calzada for Restovich. Back for Calzada, Texas A&M transfer. Graduate student. Another goal kick for Notre Dame. Defense has been phenomenal for the Irish all night. No different here.
And as we can see in this play, Leah Klinke has just been a force to be reckoned with, playing all the way defensively and offensively, showing her smart defensive IQ and great foot skills. And she's a really key asset to this team who doesn't always get as noticed as some of the goal scorers, but is really, really critical to their success.
She is, and that Notre Dame defense, just to come back to this point one more time, they've allowed more than one goal only once this season in a 2-2 draw at Arkansas, who at the time was the number 6 ranked team in the country. So they've really tightened things up. They try to find Engle with a ball through, still chasing, but Dysart's able to pick it up. Engle got close. Notre Dame continuing with the pressure all the way in the Duke half. Not shying away from their identity even with the lead. Now left side again, Sonacheva. Defended by Roy. Looking middle, it's Walters. Sonacheva wins it back. Here's a ball in towards the spot, headed away. Another chance for Duke. Right-footed, blocked. Now blocked again. Excellent job from the Notre Dame defense. No shots on goal for Duke there. Now Rader, Laguerre. One more for Oder. Oder, left bender, is wide. That was deflected, actually. Take a look at a couple of these chances for Duke right here. This is what we didn't see in the first half, Bryn.
And this is why Duke is such a great team, because they can cause chaos like this. They consistently try to push forward in the attack, and we're starting to see some of those threats show themselves in the second half.
Now here's a high swinging ball, back post, and caught by Kasica. She's been phenomenal tonight. That's just the latest installment.
And Kasica has been huge in this game so far, really owning the back goal for Notre Dame.
Now they find Engle on the run out, one-on-one, dangerous save by Dysart. Excellent job by the keeper to keep the lead at 2.
A moment of applause for both keepers in this situation, because both Kasica and Dysart have a huge play in this game. Dysart right here makes a giant play, stopping Izzy Engle and coming out and taking initiative on her one-on-one. If she would have stayed in the net, that's a goal. And by taking the aggressive move and coming out and stopping it, she's able to keep her team back in this game.
Engle's so lethal in the box. That's an outstanding job from Dysart to keep her out of the net there. Now Calzada trying to track it down left side.
And Dysart has made some amazing saves so far in this game, playing a huge role for this Duke defensive line.
Notre Dame still controlling. Restovich all the way back for Mills. Now Chukwu spinning right side. Works her way back in towards the middle. Joseph, fancy footwork. Nothing much doing there. Calzada leaves it for Klinke. Klinke trying to find some space. That's good defending from Oliaro. Now swings it in towards the spot. Controlled by Engle and somehow flicked on net, but no problem for Dysart. That's the 6th save of the night for Caroline Dysart. And now a Notre Dame player down.
Engle looks to be bleeding, which I believe is why the ref stopped the game. Definitely a painful scratch in one of those opportunities.
Yeah, Notre Dame definitely doesn't want to see this. Their star player down for any reason.
Definitely not, especially with the impact she's had in this game tonight.
Now Coach Nate Norman out to check on her. Keeping things light, it looks like. Take a look at what happened here.
I think the ground contact must have happened on a prior play, and the ref just noticed her bleeding, because if there's blood, like, a player has to leave the field and get that cleaned off. But you can see her kind of limping as she heads to the sideline, which is very bad for the Notre Dame coaching staff.
She'll walk off towards the Notre Dame bench. Take a look at the play one more time. It was in this one-on-one with Dysart. where she came up grabbing that leg. Just sort of awkwardly put that right foot into the ground and was slow to get up there. Toughed it out for a couple more minutes, but now makes her way to the bench.
And Hodgson is in for Engle now. But definitely not what you want to see if you're Coach Nate Norman.
No, certainly not. Hodgson, though, a fine attacker in her own right. '24 ACC all-freshman team. She wins possession for Notre Dame now. Here she is right side. Tries to leave it for Roy. It's a little too short. But Pinto's eventually there. Now Mills. Skies one, center pitch. Now Joseph. Left side for Calzada. Klinke. Back in towards the middle. Now reverses left and leaves it for Calzada. Similar start to this second half that we saw in the first half. Not a ton of chances either way.
No, a lot of back and forth and just holding the ball and waiting for the right opportunity to attack. I will say, though, I think in this half, Duke's defensive line is playing a little bit lower, trying to let the play happen in front of them versus behind them like they were doing in the beginning as they were squeezing the space really tight and trying to cluster it to the middle, because they kind of got exposed with those over-the-ball plays and those balls behind the back line. So forcing Notre Dame to switch their offensive strategy up.
Now Jocelyn Travers into the game for Oliaro. The sub for the Blue Devils. Laguerre finding Oder, but it's just cleared away. Abby Mills, another outstanding member of that Notre Dame back line. Now here's a dangerous ball in, saved by Olafson. Excuse me, by Kasica.
And Kasica jumped with the diving save, saving her team in that situation.
Now quickly a corner for Duke. Swinging ball back post in the direction of Rader. It was too far. Low ball now, one away by Notre Dame. On the run, it's Hodgson. Duke defenders eventually catching up. And now a big collision near midfield. Hodgson's going to pick up a yellow. And we've got a Duke player down. That's Daya King down for the Blue Devils. We'll take a look at it here.
And she just gets her back leg, sending King up into the air. And it looks like she's getting up, but that was a really rough takedown for Daya King, who has played really well in this game so far tonight.
Yeah, that's a nasty collision. As Hodgson picks up the card. She'll head to the bench. Izzy Engle back into the game. Welcome sight for the Irish. There's a driving ball well into the Notre Dame half. Eventually controlled by Mills. Now Joseph. She's tripped up. Quick whistle.
And Joseph has been gaining minutes in this game after an injury taking her most of the offseason, as a yellow card seems to be handed to somewhere on the sidelines.
Duke bench, it looks like, maybe in the direction of Kieran Hall. He did not like the call.
So now both benches have been yellow carded so far in this game
Notre
tonight.
Dame assistant take a yellow earlier.
Coach Hall does not seem happy about that call.
They're still talking to the officials. Trying to inject some life into his team. Just about 25 minutes to play in this one. Still down 2 goals. Now Chukwu leaves it for Engle, who's back into the game after the injury. That one's taken away by Sonicheva. Engle wins it back, though, into a crowd. Stepping towards the middle, it's Cod. One more for Chukwu. Right side, and Chukwu puts it away! Nothing Notre Dame. Dominating at Alumni Stadium.
And just looking back at this, Engle is able to take the space, passing it to the center. He plays it to Chukwu, who's able to beat the defender and just slide it that corner. And just a great play overall by the Notre Dame Irish, really taking advantage of the quick possession in the box. And Chukwu with that perfect finish to the lower corner. Dysart couldn't do anything in that situation.
And feels like a big one.
Yeah. And a great play by Cod as well, just sliding that ball out to Chukwu.
Just over 26 minutes to play, second half. Annabelle Chukwu, that's her 7th of the season. She scored in each of Notre Dame's last 3 games, a hat trick against Michigan State, a late winner against NC State, and now puts Notre Dame up 3-0 on number 3 Duke.
She's trying to come for Izzy Engle's role as leading goal scorer, with Engle with 8 goals and Chukwu with 7.
Now we've got Duke on the run with Oder. Finds Rader, oh my goodness! Now we've got the ref out saying some deliberation after there, but looks like the goal will stand from Rader.
The ref never started the clock when Duke started the kickoff. So he isn't counting, or I guess he is. Seems some confusion there, but they credited Rader with that goal.
Credit Rader with the goal. And holy smokes, what a strike it was.
It was incredible. That's how you have to respond to a play like that.
Just buries it. Top shelf. Now big collision right side. No whistle. For more on the goal scorer, Kat Rader, we'll check in with Zora once more. Zora?
Yeah, Jack, head coach Kieran Hall said that junior forward Kat Rader is, quote, incredible. She had a setback last season that was really tough for her and the whole team, but that getting her back and her doing what she does best, working on improving her game, being clinical and dangerous with both feet, is why she's one of the best finishers in the country, and we just saw proof of that tonight. Back to you, Jack.
Yes, we did, Zora. Her 6th goal of the season there. That along with 7 assists. No points for the first time this season, and Duke's last one out against Miami. But right back in the scoring column against Notre Dame. She cuts the lead to 3-1 with just under 25 minutes to go with a sizzling strike.
That was an incredible goal. I'm still like a little caught off guard by that because she just had a perfect strike into the upper corner. Kasica made the dive. She's had an amazing game. There was nothing she could do there.
Wasn't a big window either. Just buried it, top shelf.
No, a quick look and score for Kat Rader. a simply insane stat player for the Duke Blue Devils, who Coach Hall noted scores in any way, and that was a pretty good way to score.
Notre Dame looks like trying to catch their breath after that flurry of action from Duke. And again, there was a little bit of controversy after the goal. Looked like Duke maybe went quickly. The officials were talking to a couple players down there.
From what I heard, it seemed like they were debating the time. So I thought he hadn't started his watch. Maybe it was an issue between the scoreboard and the referee timings. Not quite sure, but definitely something related to timing. But that was a goal that needed to not be taken away because, wow, that was incredibly impressive.
Now Duke possession. .22:45 second half. Duke looking to mount what at this stage would be an improbable comeback. Down just 2 goals though. This isn't going to help. Give it away to Restovich. Now Engle reverses left side. Nobody there to help. Able to win it back herself though. Tracks it down left side. Engle over the line. And they'll say it'll be a goal kick. Ellie Hodgson back on for Notre Dame. Annabelle Chukwu off. Chukwu just had the goal to put Notre Dame up 3-0. And Duke responded, made it 3-1. Controlled by Codd. Trying to get there for Roy. Can she track it down? Fighting with King right side. Eventually does win it back. Oh, nice tackle from King though. That's great defending from the Blue Devil.
And as we were saying, King is a very young player starting these big games for the Blue Devils. So reps like this against an offensive line like Notre Dame's will be fundamental to her development and her growth as a player.
Yeah, just 17 years old, but a strong and physical defender. We'll see the sequence here. Again, a great tackle on Morgan Roy on the right side. Now Klinke in some space. Trying to fit this one in for Codd. And a whistle blows and a foul.
Definitely some contact on Codd's part, giving the Blue Devils possession again.
Epcot a shove for Coughlin. Now one back by Codd. Codd from long range. It was a little high. Wasted no time there, just turned and let it fly.
And that's both teams have been getting some shots from behind the box that have been simply so powerful. And that's part of what makes them dangerous, is you don't have to just worry about the attackers or the forward scoring, but the midfielders as well.
I played in towards the middle, one again by Notre Dame. Restovich, Codd touch was a little heavy, it's taken away by Duke. Now they try and play it down the right side, but a little too far. It's a Notre Dame throw. Calzada. Now Klinke. Hodgson off her angle, trying to navigate her way through the defense. She lets this one go from outside the box, and it's just a little wide. So like you mentioned, Bryn, shooting from well beyond the box.
Yeah, and that was some fancy footwork by Engle, getting a really great shot off. But again, shooting range is anywhere on the first attacking half of the field.
Apparently. This one all the way out for Sonicheva. Another throw for Notre Dame. Now Klinke. Leaves it for Engle. Just trying to pop that around. Duke takes it away though. Bending ball left side. Laguerre, can she get there? Yes, she can. Crafty move. But it's good defending. No whistle. Looked like both players thought there was going to be one there. Now Duke again left side. Tried to play it towards the middle. It's cleared away. Duke retains possession though. Here's a swinging ball in towards the spot. And Kasika's there and covers it.
A good look by Duke trying to play it in the box to Rader, who scored that amazing goal earlier in the game.
A high boot away from Kasika. Klinke under it. Calzada just sends this one into the stands. Another Duke throw. This one pinballing its way through Irish defenders. Minestrella. And that one very clearly deflected. It'll be a Duke throw.
And Duke definitely made some halftime adjustments, having a lot more movement forward and combinations between their forward and midfielders as they try to get back in this game.
Bit of a heavy touch from Coughlin. Now Duke, dangerous position. Squared in towards the center. A lot of Irish defenders there to cover it though. It was Oder trying to make something happen for the Blue Devils. Dysart comes way out, steered in the direction of Roller. Now Coughlin right side. Ball in behind, it's Minestrella. Can she get there? She did, and it was just wide.
But it seems as if Duke has finally figured out how to play the balls behind the Notre Dame line. And looking at this again, it's just they're able to get between the defenders and find those running routes to get better shots on goal.
Not too late to make something happen here if you're Duke. Still over 15 minutes to play, down just 2 goals. Chances coming here for the Blue Devils. Here's another one-on-one, and there it is! Minestrella cuts the lead in half.
And Duke is right back in this with the through ball straight to Minestrella, who's able to just tap it behind Kasika, which on the same run we saw earlier, she's able to find the space behind the back line, and on a one-on-one with the keeper, she's able to slide it in.
Her 7th goal of the season. And all of a sudden, Duke's certainly back. Looks like they'll go to the monitor to check to see if Minestrella was onside. If it does stand, it's a huge one for the Blue Devils, as they would be within 1 goal with under 16 minutes to play from Alumni Stadium.
And that I think this comeback is very much testament to Coach Hall's analysis that he's going to have to continue to adjust his strategy throughout the game and find ways to succeed, because we were able to see in the last few minutes Duke figured out a way to get behind the back line and to slot that ball through to Minestrella, who was able to score off of that if the video review confirms it. But
they're looking to see if Minestrella's onside. And here's the call. It is a goal. Take one more look at it here. Service was outstanding. And a great run for Minestrella. Good finish as well. So all of a sudden, tight down the stretch at Alumni Stadium. Under 16 minutes to play, 1-goal game. Number 6 Notre Dame, number 3 Duke. Notre Dame quickly into the Blue Devil half. It's Joseph, right side, with some space, squared in towards the center. Nobody home. Klinke. All the way out right side. Hands up from Duke. Flag stays down. Now here's an opportunity to counter for the Blue Devils, although Notre Dame runs through this pass and eventually wins back possession. Calzada finds Codd. Restovich. Notre Dame trying to settle things down here after 2 quick goals from Duke. I mean, this is just a 1-goal game. Chukwu in behind, trying to chase it down towards the center, and it's cleared away. Oh, it was a dangerous chance for Notre Dame, but Duke on top of it, doing a great job to steer that one away from trouble.
And as you can see here, Chukwu's able to get on the end of this, get behind the Duke line, and try to cut it back for someone in better scoring range, particularly Hodson or Joseph, but King is able to get there first.
Hodgson just missed that one.
But
now Duke possession.
A shout out to the Duke Blue Devils because they were able to come back from a 3-0 deficit and now have 2 on the board and be a lot closer to the range. And I think this is what Coach Hall was talking about when he said that their mentality was the most important thing coming into this game.
Not giving up, but here's Chukwu knifing her way through the Duke defense with some pace towards the top of the box. But it's excellent defense from King, and it's cleared away. Quickly back in the direction of Joseph. Joseph right side, deflected, and it'll be a goal kick. Stoppage for a substitution here. Morgan Roy on for, it looks like, the freshman Tessa Knapp. All to play for down the stretch. Restovich takes it away. Now here's Codd with some space, top of the box. Spinning her way through a crowd. Now left side, this one's going to be out of reach of just about anybody. And it'll be another goal kick for Duke. Another sub for Notre Dame, Izzy Engle into the game, Ellie Hodgson out. Duke trying to chase down Notre Dame. They were in a 3-0 hole just moments ago.
And that's part of what makes these games so exciting with such talented players, is anyone can come back at any time and the game can have any result.
Now Mills, Calzada, Klinke. Restovich couldn't chase it down. Klinke eventually does. Can Engle run this down? She cannot. Good job by Coughlin. Now Dysart. Coughlin way down in the corner there. Sonicheva. Crafty move from Laguerre. Duke trying to run. Good job from Notre Dame in transition. Now here's a ball for Laguerre. Trying to track it down. This one's cleared away. As far as Sonicheva. Now Rader. What can she do? Middle. Good job by Kasika to fall on that one. Duke player was breaking free near the spot.
And Laguerre is the Duke connector, and she's done a really great job in this part of the second half, really helping to slow things down and create these great opportunities for the Duke offensive line.
Notre Dame trying to create an opportunity of their own. Over top for Engle. One-on-one once more, left-footed, oh, hits the bar! Nearly her second of the game, she's still got it left side. Chips it in, and it's just gloved by Dysart. Nearly gave Notre Dame a 2-goal lead, but it stays 3-2. We'll take a look at it here.
And just a narrow miss for Engle. She's able to get the volley in, hitting the left post. And gotta be an unfortunate one for her, trying to get a brace in this game tonight.
That's 2 chances now that have been great looks for Engle to net her second of the game. Still a Notre Dame throw. Notre Dame playing aggressive, even with the 1-goal lead. Fancy move from Klinke, oohs and ahs from the crowd. Knifing her way left side, bending ball in towards Dysart, but right into her chest.
And Notre Dame has not slowed down after the 2 goals, able to pick up the pace and really just get back in there, keep trying to create scoring opportunities. And that response is really, really important as they face hard competition throughout the season.
Now another ball taken away by Duke. Stays with them on the throw. Left side, it's Oder. We got a quick whistle. Subs in for Duke.
And with 10 minutes left, both teams really need to keep pressing and just keep playing strong.
Under 10 to play here from Alumni Stadium. Just 1 goal separate number 6 Notre Dame and number 3 Duke. It's been a hectic second half. Notre Dame took a 2-0 lead into the break, extended their lead to 3 goals, and then Duke's responded with 2 of their own. But Notre Dame controlling the aggression and the pressure late in the second half. Duke trying to make something happen. Into the middle for Minestrella. Now high ball in towards the box. Kasica is there. They were looking for Walters. Under 9 minutes to play now. Notre Dame just trying to get it out of their own half. Duke's able to win possession back. Into the middle. Now right side, it's Sonacheva working on Klinke. Good clearance from Calzada. And a good tackle to get there first. Codd trying to win it back for Notre Dame. She cannot. Now it's Martino. Right side for Walters. And another good tackle from Calzada. But it will be a corner for Duke. This just their second of the game with under 10 minutes to go in the second half. They had a good look on a corner earlier in the first half.
And
Martino will take it.
This has the potential to be a really big opportunity for the Duke team if they can capitalize.
Here is the corner. Outswinging ball. Cleared away by Notre Dame. Duke wins back possession. Martino all alone right side. And Restovich gets there for Notre Dame. It's a goal kick. Laguerre was trying to get there. Here were the 2 goals from Duke in this second half. It was Kat Rader, an unbelievable strike from in the box. And then all the way in deep for Minestrella. That made it 3-2.
And Minestrella and Rader are 2 of the most decorated offensive players for Duke, having strong stats throughout the season so far.
Big collision left side, and a Duke player down. This is Oder, the freshman from Calabasas, California.
And just a hard collision. as the stakes have risen with the game being within 1 goal.
Excuse me, looked like Sonacheva there, UCLA transfer. Now a ball in deep, Chukwu trying to track it down. Oliaro, good job to win it back for Duke. Notre Dame eventually wins possession once more. Into the middle for Engle, controls, and it was too many defenders there for Duke for Engle to do much with that one, but it's another corner for Notre Dame. 6.5 to play. Restovich to take the corner. Outswinging ball, back post, headed into the air, and eventually lands behind the net. Quick stoppage for a substitution. Just over 6 minutes to play. That's Laney Matriano back into the game for Notre Dame. Looks like Restovich out for the Irish. Can Duke manufacture another chance late in this one? Notre Dame wins possession off the goal kick. Codd left side. Just rolls this one down towards the Duke end line. Eventually controlled by Coughlin. And now she deflects this one away, and it's a Notre Dame throw. Excuse me, they'll call it a Duke throw. Sonacheva. Too far for Laguerre. Eventually controlled by Walters. Now a run out. Can Lynch get there? Abby Mills undercuts her and steers it towards Kasica, who finds Calzada right side. This one booted away. And you hear the words of encouragement for Sonoma Kasica in goal.
The fired up crowd here at Alumni Stadium in Notre Dame, Indiana tonight.
Certainly is. And we hear the ref saying to somebody next time it's a yellow card. Unsure who exactly he's talking to. Now under 5 minutes to play from Alumni Stadium. Clock ticking on Duke's chances to tie this game. Ball pinballed back and forth, eventually taken by Engle. Now Klinke left side. Chukwu. Joseph, given some space. Lets it go from outside the box, and it's another shot high. Dysart hustles to collect this one. Under 4 minutes to play and a substitution for Duke. Sonacheva out.
And the shots this half looking extremely more balanced, with 7 to 10 compared to 8 to 24 in the first half.
Now Joseph takes. Chukwu right side. Trying to find Roy, chipped up in the air. Joseph and Roy working together right side, eventually taken away by Duke. Still loose, who can control? It will be Notre Dame. Calzada boots it in the direction of the Blue Devils. Now Oliaro right side. Maybe a chance here for Duke, 3 minutes to play. Lynch. Coughlin. Battling with Engle, and Engle wins possession. But a roller is there for Duke. Coughlin, left side. Martino. Now Klinke clears it off Lynch. Calzada takes the throw. Now Laguerre trying to find Minestrella. Duke still possessing deep in the Notre Dame half. Oliaro swings across in towards the spot. It's headed away. We're under 2 minutes to play now. Left for Rader. Chased by a couple Irish defenders. Squared in back towards the center. Laguerre, this one goes high. Minute 40 to play. Clock stops as we get a substitution. Ellie Hodgson on for Annabelle Chukwu as Notre Dame makes a late change. Goal kick for Kasica. Skies one high towards the center circle. One away by Duke. Not controlled by Notre Dame. And the Irish can exhale for a moment. Oliaro trying to chase down the throw as there's a minute and a half remaining. Crowd swelling here at Alumni Stadium. Trying to will their Irish to a win over number 3 Duke. And it's an Irish throw. Time still ticking away. Notre Dame taking their time. Calzada high into the Duke half in the direction of Hodgson. Oliaro now, 1 minute to play. Laguerre trying to go right side. It's a swinging cross in towards the box. Still loose. Rader chasing. And it's cleared away by Notre Dame. 40 seconds to play. Duke hustles to the throw. Pressure from Notre Dame on that left side. Just 30 seconds to play. Does Duke have some final minute magic? High swinging ball into the box. Kasica came way out. She's at a net, and it's cleared away by Notre Dame. Oh, wow, that's a dangerous play. 15 seconds to go. Oliaro, final chance for Duke. Coughlin, ball into the box, headed away by Notre Dame. Less than 10 seconds to play. It's cleared away by Engle, and that's gonna do it. Notre Dame takes down number 3 Duke. 3-2 the final from Alumni Stadium.